Maine in Chicago. Hey, Maine. Thanks for listening to CPT. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Tom? Yeah, I just wanted to talk about how we have to tackle such issues like trickle-down voodoo Rangoon economics. I mean, without these major changes where we come from the bottom and out the middle again, or however it was before it was trickle down, and then we have this second trickle down that Trump Panzi just did with another $1.5 trillion tax break for the rich, and in doing that, oh man.
I'm listening.
We have to fight them. Yeah, we have to fight them back with issues, such as free education, free health care, and stop the privatization, of our schools and other different things in our democracy. In order to put our democracy in steel, iron, and concrete, we have to have certain issues that we go toe-to-toe on, just like they're going toe-to-toe on privatization and things like that in order to cause us to pay for our democracy. And we shouldn't have to pay for our democracy in such a way.
Yeah, absolutely agree, Maine. The Republican Party has a commitment to voter suppression in order to maintain power, to cutting taxes for rich people, and to deregulation and privatization. That's their three-legged stool, and all three of those things are extremely toxic and destructive of democracy and what I would call nakedly fascist. The Democratic parties right now, the three pillars of the Democratic Party are health care. Let's fix the ACA as a starting point, and let's work toward Medicare for all. Jobs, which includes a giant infrastructure bill to put America, back in shape and put people back to work with good paying jobs. And that also includes re-empowering unions and pushing for a $15 minimum wage. And the culture of corruption in Washington, D.C., which means taking on the corrupt voting practices that the Republican Party is promulgating, taking on the corruption that's happening in the White House, and taking on the corruption that we see throughout the Republican Party, where basically every piece of legislation the Republicans propose was written for them by some lobbyist from some corporation that's making big contributions to their campaign. And I think that that's a solid platform. What's missing from it, in my opinion, is education, what you mentioned, Maine, and I think you're spot on that. And I suppose the problem is that that's something that young people care about a lot. Older people, maybe not so much, although older people are paying for a lot of young people's college. It just must not have polled as high. And I think that's because it's kind of crept up on us. It's like old farts like me who remember, back when you could go to college by, working at a gas station in the summers and pay your college tuition at a major university. And of course now you can't, you could work a full-time job and still wouldn't be able to pay your tuition at a major university. So I am hopeful that education gets added, but one of the things that political consultants have learned over the years is that three things, people can easily remember three things. You get beyond that and people's eyes start glazing over. So you build things into those three things, like that culture of corruption thing has three pieces to it. I just don't see where education fits in right now at the top of their list, but I suspect it's gonna climb. Maine, excellent points all. Thank you very much. Danita in Bremerton, Washington. Hey, Danita, what's up?
Thank you very much, Tom, for taking my call, and thank you for what you do. You've inspired me and so many people to get off the couch or get out of the crying rag. My husband and I went to see Michael Moore's movie when it first came out, and we were devastated. The next morning we woke up and we did something. We volunteered for Initiative 1639, and we're just so thrilled. People work so hard, and I'm so proud of Washington State voters. 60% of the voters passed this initiative. This is the only initiative that was even presented for election in the country. And
Danita, what does that initiative do?
What this initiative does is it extends a 10-day waiting period. It
for buying guns.
Buy a gun. It expands the background checks. It raises the age to buy automatic or semi-automatic weapon to 21 which is we've had anyway for handguns. It requires training, and it also requires responsibility in your storage and handling of weapons. I was a medical photographer in the Navy, and I photographed children who had found guns in their parents' nightstands. I photographed people from murders and people who committed suicide, various age situations of gun violence. My brother was a Marine, and he also committed suicide. And so this is very dear to my heart. And St. James in the Bible even says, faith without deeds is dead. And so we need prayer and action. Well, and so thank you, Thom.
Good on you, Danita. And this passed, right? This passed?
Yes, it did. I got it.
God bless you.
Thank you, everybody.
That's wonderful. Danita, good on you.
Hartmann Program. Call 202-808-9925.
That is one of the most inspiring things I've heard all day. Danita, thank you so much. And I can't thank you enough. We'll be back.